hello. Look how sunny I look. It's red hot. I've been by the seaside today. We only live about 1.5 miles from the sea. So I've been there all day. I've got all hot and bothered. I had to have a lolly and lie down. Anyway, role-playing Dungeons and Dragons World of Jural Part 2. Because of the fantastic success of my PDF, I've got number 2 in the saga. The idea is I'm trying to, if you were playing a dungeon with me, part 1 is what you would do first. You're understanding the races of Jural. You'd need to know that. So part 2 is what you do next. And there is a PDF, it's in the description. If you click the link, I hope, please tell me it works. I'm not fishing for comments, I just need to know it's worked. And I've not sent a picture of something I'd rather not let you see. So, the idea is you can choose in my world your race. That's a choice. It's one of the few choices you're going to get, so enjoy it. And I'm very strict. I'm even more strict than the original Dungeons and Dragons. I'm more Tolkien. You can be human, halfling, elf, dwarf. No half races. There are half races in Jural, half elves and things, but they are so complicated to work out and play that they are not for people who are not used to playing the system of Jural. It's too time consuming. So I'll do it at some point, but you might meet them or they might become your ancestors or something in the future. But at the start, you are one of those 4 races. So choose now. Let's pretend we're playing it. Choose now. Yeah, elf, human, dwarf, halfling. On the sheet, on the PDF, I've written the sort of basic characteristics of those things. But they've been revealed slowly through my videos. They are more Tolkien-esque than Dungeons and Dragons, if you like. But my dwarfs are a lot more Nordic than Tolkien's. And my elves are a lot more ephemeral. I mean, really, all of my elves, it's as if they're from Lothlorien. Whereas a lot of Tolkien's, like the Mirkwood elves and things, they're not in my world. They're a different kettle of fish. Yeah. So, you've decided what character you want to be while I killed time. Now, this is important. This is the big thing. Because you don't choose who you are born to. Nobody comes along before you're born, prenatal, and says, do you fancy being a prince, son of a millionaire, or have a mum and dad that are in prison all the time, or like me, your dad's a coal miner? Because people wouldn't choose proper. They'd all choose the best ones. So they don't let you do that when you've been born. You come along and they just go, oh, we need coal miners. You get over there. And I thought, oh, I want to go there. No, you're not going over there. Them are posh. Get over there. Like some mark on your head. So you throw a dice. You're born. You know what you are. And you are born to a certain socio-economic class. Now, for humans, that mirrors England in the 12th century time. Let's say, what's your Robin Hood film? Kevin Costner, any of them. They're all equally poor, historically. It doesn't matter. I mean, to be honest, there's a big argument that Robin Hood wasn't even in the reign of King John. But maybe, never mind. I'll just whisper Edward silently like that as a historian. Or even worse still, didn't exist. But anyway, let's stick with, watch any of the modern Robin Hood films. They are set in the reign of King John. Signing of the Magna Carta, 1215. We've got a pub just down the road here, opened in 1215, and its proud boast is it's been a working inn since 1215. So it opened the year of Magna Carta, and you can still pop in tonight and have a bevy. How good's that? People who tell us Britain's no good, yeah, but sucked cock a load of that, son. spend an afternoon with me at the seaside, and then come down to the pub that's been open since Magna Carta was signed, and have a dead good plate of scram from a proper, stick to your ribs, and you'll change your mind. So you throw a D20 and it tells you what socio-economic class you are. And you could be anything. You could be the son of the king. You could be a slave. Pick that out. Now, later on, you are going to throw other dice. You're going to throw a dice that's going to tell you what your family were in antiquity. So for humans, say 100 years ago. And this is where you start to get good storytelling, because if your family now are slaves or prisoners, and yet 100 years ago they were royalty, you've got to bridge that with a plausible story, or vice versa. 100 years ago they were galley slaves. Now they've got a kingdom. How did that happen? So that has a big effect on things. I don't want to preempt stuff. Have your freebie at the end. Don't listen to me talk. Yeah. Ta-da, cook.